Noxy. I am the founder of I Am Intogazi, which is a blog that aims to make your Christian journey a little bit relaxed. Relaxed. You know, I'm not saying sinful, but relax. Relax in faith, like chill. Understand? And it's time for a story. And I think you want to sow story time, you're Christian, how does that work out? I want to share my story so that you understand that you don't need to be perfect, or you don't look at me as a person who's perfect, because I am not. I don't even want to be perfect. Instead, I aspire each and every single day just to be more like Christ compared to the previous day. Okay, I'm not here to preach. So let's get to the story on how I almost got married. Not once, but twice. Real life story. I didn't hear it from someone else. Actually, I lived it. Right? I've been a young girl who always wanted to get married before she turns 25. I wanted to be a girl that just, I'd become an actress, have a rich husband, have their life figured out. Which there is nothing wrong about it, right? But guys, just to put it out there, I'm not married now, and I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm not, for a lot of reasons, because if I did get married earlier, I'm sure I'll be getting divorced now. No, I'm not trying to speak ill about my personal experience with childhood, but that's just where I stand as a Noxy. But you understand with the story. So I came to Pretoria in 2013. If you have watched my previous videos, you know more about my life in Pretoria, but this is not about that. So I came to Pretoria in 2013, and then obviously I was studying and stuff like that. Then one year I met someone, right? I met an older man. He was like 20 years older than me. I was like, you know what, I'm in a stage in my life where I want to settle down. I'm like, but I'm very young, I'm still at school and all of those things, so I don't think that I'm even ready to get married. And the fact that you're a little bit older, so I don't know, I still have to think about that if I really want to get into a relationship with such a person, because I'm like, was I 21? Either I was 21 or 22. So I'm like, then this guy who has more like 30 years more to live, and then I'm very to okay, and the person yes no like umuntu weza ngamandla. I'm telling you ukuthi at some point we'll say with my friends, you know what, we want to go to school at varsity to study, and then because we couldn't sleep, so why not just go to school. I remember this one night, Kenya Fonela, hello, we're not dating, mind that as Jolie. This is a person we are Pesua, man. You say, what mama meant to be Baba Pesua, not our generation, but that's the story for another day. So, okay, Martin, I want to go to campus. Nigga comes, nigga is coming with this BMW. And I mean, I'm not that good with cars. I just know because I want to own a Lexus one day. I just want to own a Lexus. So, whereas he came Nemoto Grand, the latest Mercedes BMW, sorry. And then my friend would say, give me, do you know that BMW? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, that's the latest BMW. It's not that bad. Like, access or no. And mind you, at that time, my relationship with God, because I won't even lie. And came and someone was like, oh, I'm hungry, nigga, over there going to buy me food. There was this time I like Nando's, and then umuntu was taking me, okay, let's go. We drove around, but we couldn't find the Nando's. And I don't know why we didn't use a GPS. I don't know why we didn't search for it online. Cool. And I was like, you know what? I'll just settle for a KFC because I know what's on a KFC. I know there's KFC in Hatfield, there's KFC by Suncater, there's KFC, there's just KFC everywhere. Until you said you want this woman try and get nannies free. Long story short, we got the nannies and held their rights. And no, but now this person is like, I'm not playing games with you. I want to send my uncle's gimme. No, that's how darling. That's serious. No, I need to send a letter to your uncle. Like it became this serious conversation that just give me time to think about it, give me space to think about it. Didn't he give me space? He did give me space, and then he came back. I'm like, I gave you space. So where do we stand? I had to literally say no. I can't marry you. Now a person is asking Imbuzo why, what's wrong with me? Am I not good enough for you? And all of those things. I'm like, no, it's just I'm not in a stage in my life and I think if I'll just be marrying you for the great life, because I'm talking a person who's owning an apartment. I'm flat. I'm talking about a person alright in Pilwen who has business. He is basically sorted in Pilwen. So what he needs is a wife. He doesn't. Okay, he told me he doesn't have kids. He told me he never got married. So at this point in his life, he just wants to settle down. And this girl had to say no to Umshado. That's the first saga. Okay, poor man was hurt. Poor man felt used. Poor man, yeah, he was not okay about it, but I think it got to a point where I just had to block him from my social media because I take that I show up at that decision. I show, and it's not a matter of what or as John. No, it's like if you send a letter to your parents, Then the second scenario, that is a few years ago. All right, I won't mention the year. So I met a person, naye no jewelry. Like guys, as me nane ngala imshado we umjolo ungekho. Met a person, where should I take you for our first date? And I always tell people this: for first date, I prefer we go to a coffee shop to talk. That's just me. I want us to sit down and literally just talk. I want to in the same, because my seeds are veg, the logo says, oh, butternut is nice, all the rice is nice, all the meat, well, the logo compliments are good. So I think it's kind of kuluma enough, because we'll just be in a stage and we'll still see compliments are good and stuff like that. But must know coffee, you compliment the coffee once, oh, this is a great coffee, then let's get into it. Okay, I was like, no, you can take me to a specific coffee shop. It was not staff, I told us no sets of coffee for those who know me. But anyways, that's not the focus. We go there, okay, we talk shame. The list was ticked. Like everything was the way that I wanted it to be, but it just didn't feel right. It just literally didn't feel right. Because even after the dates, I'll call it a date. After the date, I said, let me drive you home. You know? And I make cheese and bread. It was hot on that day. I said, let me drive you home. I was like, no. After a great date, like conversation was the best. I was like, no. I just didn't feel right about something. When I would say, I like right, you know. And I don't know if it's about the person or it's about me, but there's just something that is not okay here. Okay, I walked back to my place. Person calls, oh my god, the date was great. I really liked you and stuff like that. Like obviously that's what guys say after a date. Who doesn't say that? You have one, especially Ndimhle and okay, topic for another day. I said no, the date is great. Guys, I'm telling you, the conversation went on. It was an amazing conversation. Still, something that didn't feel right. Give. Okay, calling, can we go for a second date? This one, can we please try to dress up? Because now we did a date the way that she wanted it to be, but today I want us to do the way that I want, like the way that I want it. Sure. Yo. You know, you come up with stories, ne? It's like ish work, ish, and stuff like that. Cool. And guy came in for fourth, called his mother. That's Joel. He called his mother about this lady from Nelspruit, how he feels like he has met the love of his life. Guys, it was serious. To an extent, can we please do a conference call so that I can add my mother? So that's Joel, hey? For him, Philip is his vibe. I'm like, no, I'm not ready to talk to your mother. And then, okay, let's just go to a vacation. Like, you know, I don't feel comfortable on a vacation and stuff. Just don't worry, we're gonna stay in my other house. Well, how many houses do you have? That's not so very happy. And place is beautiful. Like yo, I stubborn. Okay, cool. If you're not comfortable with going to a case again, this was not from that I knew, so we can decide to join it. We can stay in my house and by renting or vice versa. Chuba, yeah, you poet parallel. But it just still didn't feel right. You know, when you're like, you even want to do that person goes and go to Tanzi. But ayiko. He came in with full force. You know, with the girl, I'm serious. I want to marry you. I already told my mother about you, as I've said. Please, when you are ready, you can talk to your parents. I can send a letter. No faith, no window doing so. I still listen to things. So, oh, I'm telling you now. When you're ready, I can give you a letter. Yes, again, guys. Didn't I have to say no? Didn't I have to say no? Because even today, I think I still don't know what's wrong. Because I'm done. I want to go right. I remember calling my friend. Mati, I think it's because no, uzama too much or we're moving too fast. Maybe. But still, even when we try to slow things a little bit, that being a change, it just felt more wrong. You know? So yeah, I had to say no to 2 marriages, and here I am. I'm happy though, Guti. I did that. Like, because I'm very happy. You know. Oh, by the way, I think a year later, after saying no to the guy from KZN, he came to church. So, as for those who know my church, I was coming upstairs. You know, upstairs. Boom, boom. There's a person, and we're in our evening service. So, evening service, we first have like connection time, like 30 minutes before. People will just be doing activities, man. Others they're just talking, others they're eating. There's even games there and there. So, boom. And I mean, I'm that person, Shem. I don't care. I think it's because of my name. Like, I have so much peace in being a lady. When you want to, but I need to know what mean right. And so I was like, hi. And he was like, dude! And then he just continued to talk. I think I was going to the restroom because of the time she was there. And he just walked like that. Blocked me. Like, he unfriended me, Facebook, Twitter, and follow. WhatsApp, I think he blocked me. Honestly. Guys, it was bad. But one thing that I'm grateful for ukuthi angizange ngifake situation yokuthi ngibe mfati womuntu. Oh my God, spoke proper Swati, causing him Swati. Azange ngifake situation ukuthi ngibe mfati womuntu just because ngifuna ukuba ne-ring on my finger, just because I want to be called Mrs. And these are two men who are fine financially. These are two men who are ready to settle down. Because the Zulu guy, he was not old, but he was older than me. Not more than 10 years, so it's okay. It's okay for me. Please, it's okay for me. So it was that situation, but I just had to say, you know what, I'm not right about this whole thing. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm just not going to put myself in a situation where I do get married and then 1 year down the line I'm like, I actually didn't love this person. That's why it felt wrong. So yes, that's it. That's my story time. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you have a story that you like to share, you can talk to me. Maybe we can meet up in bed and take a video and talk. Because as much as we are Christians, we have found ourselves in situations where we like, yo, impilo at a wrestling match. Mysterio, impilo in picture. But I'm glad, I'm happy. Anyways, thank you so much for loving I Am Intokazi. Please remember to subscribe. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please remember to follow me on Instagram, and also on Facebook, on Spotify as well. Please remember to do that and share my content. I really appreciate this, and I hope that regardless of the fact that I didn't have 5 lessons that I wanted to give to you that maybe you're expecting to get, but I hope you learn from my story. Just say no when something doesn't just sit right with your spirit. There's nothing wrong with this. You don't have to know, but sometimes the person of the Holy Spirit just tells you, he warns you, and you don't need to know. Just trust him. Just trust him. Just trust him all the time. So anyways, my name is Lenyalo, the founder of I Am Intokazi, and it definitely is I Love You.